G'day punters and welcome to another edition of Group 1 Guns. Now, before we get into the preview, don't forget to go to the Race Club, enter tournaments. Is that correct, Ads?
That's correct. We go to the tournaments, Group 1 Guns, tip against you and myself.
And it's all free, theraceclub.com.au. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the Oaks, over 2,400 metres. Look, it's the first of 4 Group 1s. As we sit here now, the races are on. Randwick is on, we don't know. We don't know because the weather is not looking great, but we'll get through it. It is the day 2 of the championship. Fangirl, the Vinery stud winner, has opted out, but the 2 place getters, Hinged and Gypsy Goddess, will go head to head, and they actually head the market. Ads, where are you leaning here?
Well, I'm sticking with one of your horses, Hinged again. I know you were Pink Ivory, and that's another one that I think's a danger, but Hinged, I thought it was a stellar effort going toe-to-toe with that winner, Fangirl, and they gapped the field, and Gypsy Goddess was coming late. So they're probably the 3, Gypsy Goddess, Hinged and Pink Ivory were the ones I sort of thought were the main chances, but Hinged has again got that position in running advantage, so I'm just leaning that way. And I said last week that I thought she'd get better over further again, and she gets that today. So given she's going to be up there, they've all got to catch her. I think the position in running and the track, we know she handles it. I think she's going to be awfully hard to get past, so I'm going to stick with Hinged.
Hinged, $100 on Hinged.
100 on Hinged.
Yes, well, as you mentioned, I'm going on the Ivory. $100 on Pink Ivory. They've been setting it, hopefully, for the Oaks, and hopefully it runs on Saturday. All right, let's get to the Sydney Cup for the stayers. $2 million up for grabs. This is, Jesus, prize money's getting big. Angel of Truth, basically, versus rest of the world, versus the Kiwis. Hello to Jimmy the Jet out there. And a few other Northern Hemisphere raiders. Stockman heads the market. It's a favourite. Ads, where's your 100 going?
I like a couple runners here. I've been with Knights Order all prep, and I see no reason to drop off now getting out to this trip. I mean, was beaten fair and square by No Compromise 2 back, but it's come out through the chairman's and showed probably what I thought he could do. So getting out now to 2 miles, that's a different beast, and does make that runner again today. And I think gets a pretty soft lead. I mean, Angel of Truth will probably go, No Compromise might go forward again. But if Knights Order gets any sort of cheap run up top, I think it's going to be awfully hard to get past. But the other one is Luncy's. Luncy was the clear outlier coming through last start, coming deep and wide, and they didn't go overly hard up top, so the merit was coming from the back and taking good ground off the leaders. So I think Luncy's now getting to 2 miles. It's never seen it, but indicated, I think it was last prep, got to 2,600 and recorded the best race figures last 800, and I think even through the line was still very strong. So I'm confident it gets the 2 miles. So they're the 2 I want to play, 50 on
50
both.
each way.
Yeah,
50 on each.
50 on both.
Okay,
yep.
well, I'm going 100 on the Snot, No Compromise. Look, it gets in with the weights, only 50 kilos. Brilliant soft track record, and 2 from 2 in the heavy. $100 on the win, about $6. So how am I going on that? Where am I running on the leaderboard? I have to go.
I think you're up there. I think you've been consistent and you've pulled a couple big ones. So yeah, I'm looking for one this week. I was interested to see what you'd go there.
Yeah, well, I'm going No Compromise. All right, let's go to the Queen Elizabeth Stakes. Now, this is it. Way for age, massive $4 million on offer, and this is hopefully it kicks off on Saturday. But this is going to be the race of the day. All the big guns. Now, 7 out of the 9 have had Group 1 success. But the big 3 are heading the market. Very Elegant, Zaki and Enemo. Adam, $100 is going where out of your kick?
Well, what do you think about Zaki? Does he handle the going? Because if he does, I think he's the horse to beat. But it's such a strong query, given this is bottomless. It's not just a heavy track, it's bottomless. So
what were you calling Canterbury on Tuesday? It was a heavy what?
Heavy 13.
Heavy 13.
Just ridiculous. So if this rain hits today and keeps going, I don't know what track we'll be on. So I think I've got to go just lean to the Queen. I think the Queen's going to turn the tables on Montefilia. And I think Duais has to step up again. I just think that she's going to be set for this, and she thrives in the mud. Waller's no slouch, obviously, with what he does. He can turn them around. You see what he did with Nature Strip. We just know that he has them right for their grand final, and pretty sure this will be it. He hasn't won with Very Elegant in this, and I reckon he'll be pretty keen to put the notch on the belt. So I'm with Very Elegant to turn the tables, and I'll put my full 100 there.
Oh, Very Elegant on VE. Okay, well, I'm going Enemo. Look, obviously it bolted in the guineas, but that was there wasn't much. The ratings weren't great in that, but I think $100 for me at $4. So the last of the Group 1s, the Queen of the Turf over 1,600 metres. Weight for age for the girls. Huge field. We've got 18 lining up for this edition. Look, Colette, Ring My Bell, is the favourite and is the favourite of this show. We actually, Colette has saluted a couple of times. Obviously, we'll relish the conditions. YONCE, the untapped star who is unbeaten. Adam, where is your dosh going?
I think I'm going with the horse you mentioned, YONCE. Obviously a talent, 6 from 6. This is a toughest test to date, and she's got the inside draw, the bottomless track. She has to answer these queries, but we saw with High Totsu what the stable can do. Like you sort of can't mark them too harshly. I think they get them ready, they're astute. So I think YONCE will suck up not too bad, and I really like coming back to the mile. Was dazzling 2 back at the mile, got out to 2,000, sort of got a little bit lost and nearly got, was never losing, but did concede some ground late. So I think back to the mile is a positive, and given that we know that she can stretch out, I think she's the horse to beat for mine, even with the heavy query. I think Colette, like you mentioned, is an absolute lark and is coming good, maps quite well to just sort of blend in and probably get to the right side middle, coming in the straight. But the other one, I think Vangelic, Gay Waterhouse has an incredible record. 9 winners in this race since its inception.
Here it comes. I love the stats. And I love the stats. Is this a stat?
This is a stat.
Okay, go with your stat.
So she's got 9 winners in this race. So she clearly targets it. She's got 3 runners here. Shout the Bar, Never Been Kissed, and Vangelic. Vangelic's the pick of those, I think. Just showed nearly there. I think she's getting to her top, and if this has been a target race, expect Vangelic's there at the finish. I think there's plenty of others. Ice Bath came back and ran well. Nimali goes okay, might need to find a length, but the way I'll play it is I'm just going to put 70 on YONCE and 30 on Vangelic.
Okay. What's Vangelic?
Oh, maybe 20.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, well, I'm all in.
30s.
I'm all in on YONCE.
All in?
Yeah, all in.
Yeah, you've got something going.
I may or may not have a futures bet going on, but
we'll
the heavy is going to be a concern, but yeah, you can't knock.
But would the stable go there if they... Like, I mean, it is a grand final, you've got to go, you've got to take the conditions, but I'm sure they're half confident.
Well, they've got the form. They have the form. Well, there you have it. So good luck, punters. We're hoping that this rain stays away and we can get out to Randwick and cheer a few winners home. We'll see you next week.